What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the new Modern Warfare 3 and Warhammer collab that's going to be happening in the Season 2 update. I have all the details and all the information we know about it so far in today's video. So if you find it helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you always stay up to date on the latest Call of Duty news and updates. Just a quick reminder, I did upload a full overview video of the Season 2 roadmap. So if you want to know anything about that update, all the upcoming events, all the different weapons, the different content we're going to be getting, all has been covered in that one video. Definitely check it out. The link will be down in the description. Before we get into it, a quick word from our sponsor, Messy Store Services. It's a store that can get you the most exclusive operators, help you complete your mastery camo challenges, and much more. And the reason why I promote them is they do everything 100% legit without using mods or unlocked tools. And not to mention, they have some of the best reviews, so check them out. The link will be down in the description. In the Season 2 update, we're going to be getting two different crossover events. The first one we've talked about numerous times, and that is the one with The Walking Dead. The second one is going to be coming in. This is a newer event that's actually unveiled with the Season 1 Reloaded update, and that has to do with Warhammer. Surprisingly, this Warhammer 40K event is a little bit larger than The Walking Dead based on all the information that has been gathered so far by the leakers. Surprisingly, there's a lot with this event. We have operators, we have events, we got new modes, we have rewards, there's brand new finishing moves, and even some bosses are coming into the game. When it comes to Warhammer, I really don't know much about it, so I may get some of the lore or some of the storyline wrong. If I do, please correct me down in the comments, but from my understanding, it started off as sort of like a board game with like little models, and then it sort of started expanding. It turned into, they had video games, books come out, different board games. The storyline is set in the year of 40,000, where it's like a futuristic type of situation that's going on, and along with that, there's different factions, and each faction has hours and hours of story. And although there's a lot of factions here that are mentioned, only a couple of them are going to be crossing over with this event, from my understanding. The first one has to do with the first operator that we will be receiving. This one is called the Prime Arc of the Dark Angels, Interrogator Chaplain Boris. It says this information comes from this loading screen that's actually available in the files of Modern Warfare 3, which features art of the Dark Angels at the Battle of Piscina 4. And this is the photo that we have. After doing some research, I found out that the Dark Angels are a legion, and this legion is within the Space Marine Legion, and they are the first ones. The logo consists of a sword and wings, which I'll get back to the sword because that's actually going to be a DLC weapon. And then on top of that, the theme of these guys is the color green. I noticed in every single photo that I searched, they are dressed in green. They have this logo usually on their chest area. They are dressed in huge armor, and they would be wearing green robes on top of that. So the MW3 operator is more than likely going to look something similar to this. The leakers mentioned that it's going to be the Prime Arc. So from my research, that's the leader of this legion. His name is Lion L. Johnson, and these were the photos that I was able to find of him. So more than likely, the operator is going to look very similar to this. Call of Duty also doesn't really resize their operators, so he's probably going to be true to size. And especially with Inarius, we had him from Diablo. He was pretty big, has a massive hitbox. It'll be the same way here. He's probably going to be a larger character. The second operator that was mentioned in the leaks, it says we have a Hellwise Adeptus Sororities. It says this information comes from the loading screen, which is the official cover art of the Book of Pilgrims of Fire, and the same photo is in Modern Warfare 3. After researching what that could potentially be, I found out that they are called the Sisters of Battle, which is also just another name for them. This is a faction of all-female warriors. This is their official logo, and the theme of them obviously is going to be women warriors. And I found a lot of different photos. Some of these are AI generated. From my understanding, the operator coming in is called Hellwise, and she's also going to be a battle sister, which is going to look very similar to some of these photos that I'm showcasing. A lot of them have white hair or blonde hair. The armor is around a grayish, silverish color, and then they also have a red cape. It looks like Call of Duty could get a little bit more creative with this skin, but these are the two different operators that were mentioned in the files as of right now. Good news is, if you don't care about the operator skins, there's even more coming in out of this event. There will be a mode. Surprisingly, Fumo Leak said the Warhammer collab will come with an event mode. Medals will be shown below, and here's just a couple of photos. Actually, there's a lot of photos to go over all the different types of medals that you're going to be able to get from this event. I'm not entirely sure what mode it's even going to be in. The fact is, there's more than likely going to be something very big with the amount of medals that you're able to get here. So depending on different tasks or different things, maybe you get double kills. There's an icon with a tank on fire. That could potentially be one of them. There's one with a knife. There's one with a wheel on fire. You also have the headshot medals, and then there's also like a zombie hand rising out of a grave, and that starts to tell me that it may not even be a part of Warhammer. It might be for Walking Dead. I'm not entirely sure what's really going on, because other than these icons and medals that they show in the files, there's really no specific mentions of what they're going to be for. There are a couple leaks of Horde Point coming into the game, so maybe that's tied to the Horde Point, and that could either be for the Warhammer event or the Walking Dead event. Regardless, this is something that we're probably going to see in Season 2, which I feel like is some good news, because we definitely do need some new modes and some fresh new content added into the game. Now, if you don't care about the operators, you don't care about the event, surprisingly, there's even more for you. There's actually a DLC weapon coming in, and that will be a sword. Originally, we thought the sword would be for the Walking Dead. It's looking like from the model that was shown, because they actually leaked what the model of the sword looks like. It's a little bit heavier, it's a little bit bigger. It's not a katana that Michonne usually holds. This one is like a full-scale King Arthur type of sword. And if you recall from the photos that I was showing you of the operator skins, the Sisters of Battle, as well as the Dark Angels, they all use these types of big swords. And if you still don't believe that it's part of this event and it's coming into the game, well, shout out to Austin6, because he's discovered some brand new finishing moves that are tied to Warhammer. So these are the Warhammer finishing moves, probably going to be for the operator skins. There's a very small chance that maybe they could be a free reward for the event. The first one is a weird mechanical floating head that does the finishing move for you. If you are a Warhammer fan, let me know in the comments below if this is familiar to you and if you've ever seen this floating head before. The other finishing moves look a little bit odd because they're using a different perspective. Maybe this could be an intentional way, or it's just not finished yet. Remember, these are as of Season 1 reloaded. Season 2 is when they fully add and finish everything. They do look a little bit different because of that. And then there's also the sword finishing move. The one you are looking at right now seems to be unfinished, for the reason that in the leaks it says new execution strings. The buzzsaw is most likely the Warhammer chain sword, meaning that these finishing moves that you are looking at right here are not meant for the sword, but it's meant for a chain sword. So there's going to be like a chainsaw that they're going to have on. It does make sense with the way that the sword hits them and the way that their body reacts. It's looking like they're getting hit with a chainsaw rather than a sword. Anyways, the last thing that we have, he mentions breaking the Batten Jailer, swamp monster called Fen Beast, Ogre Butcher, and Mummy will be bosses in this brand new event. Now, the first thing that I noticed when I saw this, they looked exactly like the Modern Warfare 2 bosses that we got during the Haunting event. Not entirely sure if Call of Duty carried forward these and planned to recycle and reuse them for this brand new event, or if maybe leakers misinterpreted this and thought it was a part of this event when it was a part of the Haunting. I have no idea. The real question is, why are these bosses even in the Modern Warfare 3 files to begin with? Anyways, this event looks like it's going to be pretty massive. I'm going to guess that it's going to be starting in the Season 2 Reloaded update. That's usually when bigger events like these start, or they could kick it off right away and save the Walking Dead for the Reloaded update. And that would make a little bit more sense to me, but we will have the official information from Call of Duty this upcoming Wednesday with their roadmap for Season 2. We'll know if this Warhammer event is scheduled for Season 2 or if it's something that's going to be delayed up until Season 3, and we'll get more information. But if we do get any more leaks, I definitely got you guys covered with some videos. But that's all that I got for you guys today. I have another video going up over the Season 2 zombie leaks, another video going over the Walking Dead event. So I got plenty of videos scheduled for the Season 2 update. And in the meantime, you can check out the past videos that I posted, such as the full-on roadmap overview that I posted yesterday, the Walking Dead event that I posted in the past, as well as the Battle Pass operators and the theme. So if you missed any of those, I'll have them linked down below in the description. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.